Working Class Beer Reviews is looking at Brewmasters Premier Light Beer. It's another one of these Brewmasters from Wal-Mart. Premier Light Beer. This looks like it is a riff on Michelob Ultra, if I had to guess. So, again, another 88 cents a can. So working class, it's ridiculous. I did the Cerveza, and I think it's just like the regular, the light, L-I-G-H-T, which is, to me, it looked like Bud Light as far as design. Cerveza looked like Modelo. This looks very much like a Michelob Ultra ripoff. And the other one they make an L-I-T-E, but they don't sell singles. It's like in a 12-pack. So I've got my pint glass here. You saw, I don't do that very often. I'm sorry. It's alright. It's a vinyl ottoman underneath here. It's not going to hurt anything. So Brewmaster Selection. It says mastery in brewing is more than a title. It's revealed in the craft. When you taste true excellence, you know it's the work of a brewmaster. I think that's what it said in the other can too. 96 calories, 3.4 carbs. So yeah, I think it's very much, it's not like right in line with Michelob Ultra. I want to say Michelob Ultra is 95 calories and like 2.6 carbs or something like that. But it's pretty darn close, especially for the price. Way cheaper than Michelob Ultra. And I'm not saying that Michelob Ultra is a bad product or anything, but I think that the price that they charge for it is borderline criminal. Yeah, these beers, I don't know how long they're going to last. Every so often, you'll see stores do stuff like this. And I think I talked about this in my last Brewmasters video. They had, probably 10 years ago or so, they had Rockdale, which was some, private label brew that they made for Walmart. Only sold at Walmart. They had regular Rockdale, they had Rockdale Light, and they had Rockdale Ice. And you could get, I think the 24-ounce cans were like $1.50 or something like that, which they were worth the price. I will say that. I'm gonna save that. Hang on, that was a false start. False start. Take it back 5 yards. The Rockdale was okay for its. I think it was priced appropriately. That's what I should say. This is definitely priced appropriately for 88 cents. Yeah, actually, I was over on the other side of the state line in Kansas, in Parsons, Kansas, I believe, and I was at Walmart there, and they were $1, like $1.12 or something more expensive. So taxes may be different over in the state next to us in Kansas than they are in Missouri. They used to be one of those places, like if you wanted full flavored beer, you had to buy it warm, kind of like in Oklahoma and some dry counties and stuff like that. Like you could only get full flavored beer warm and at liquor stores. If you bought it at a grocery store or a gas station, something like that, it'd be 3.2. And 3.2 by volume, or 3.2 by weight, not by volume. So I think by weight, or if you were to compare them, it still ends up being like 4 point something instead of 3.2. So 3.2 by weight. I don't know what that was all like post-prohibition type stuff. And there are still some places, even like I think possibly in Arkansas, that have dry counties. Oklahoma had some issues with that, but it seems like I talked to someone saying that Oklahoma's laws have, relaxed a little bit, and maybe even in Kansas. But Missouri has never, well, I shouldn't say never. They used to have blue state or blue laws or whatever, so like no Sunday sales. When I was a kid, I remember going to Casey's as a kid, and they had these curtains drawn over the beer coolers, so they had no beer sales on Sundays. And that may have been just for certain places. It may have taken that. I think it does take an extra license for stuff like that to have all week round sales of beer. But it's kind of dim in here. I'm in my house again. someone had paid a compliment to my background. You know who you are. I appreciate that. That's cool. It's kind of a little. It's a work in progress, and my wife's been decorating and buying stuff, and stuff that we've had. And maybe once it's done, maybe I'll do like a 360 view of it all. But right now we're working on the kitchen, so a lot of stuff from the kitchen is in here. This house came with a pool table. It's all covered up with tools and stuff like that. So, but thank you for the compliment. Very light, very straw, very much like Michelob Ultra, like any light beer, honestly. The head is so thin. You saw how it's set up, so thin. You know, I had to nip off the top of it, but it did not retain. Just like a half a finger of head there, foam. But yeah, I had one of these, and I think someone kiked it out of the beer cooler, which is fine. It's cheap enough. I can afford it. I can swing 88 cents. Let's give it a smell. Not much, honestly. Light beers don't tend to have too much aroma. Sometimes you get a bit of a sourness to it. American lagers, American adjunct lagers, typically have a bit of a sour flavor from the fermentation. I'm sure it's got corn and stuff. I think Michelob Ultra does have, it's, barley and corn, mixed grains. It is Michelob's flagship beer. They quit making regular Michelob Original, which is a bummer. If you've seen some of my older videos, I'll bring it up. And I think I did a video review for Michelob Original, but I was outside and it was summertime and the cicadas were so loud that it's like eclipsing my vocals on it. You have to listen really closely to hear what I'm saying. Let's give it a sip. Yeah, I mean, it's indiscernible. There's flavor to it. There is a mild flavor to it, but you can't really break it down. It's just water, clean water. No bitterness really to speak of. I mean, it's going to have some sort of hops. Not there yet. Maybe by the end of this glass, if I can get a good burp. Although I just ate lunch a little bit ago. I had some street tacos. There's a good street taco, El Salvadorian people, where they got like a old school bus they turned into a food truck. It's pretty cool. And the prices are good for what you get. I mean, the quality's really good. They take a serrano pepper and they throw it in the fryer and get it kind of bubbly on the outside. Oh, it's so good. Spicy, but good. And they have like the pickled carrots and, yeah. I love good, authentic food when it's at a good price. I don't need to sit down in a nice restaurant. I can have me a nice cheap beer to go with it, and it's delicious. Yeah, it's just so mild, much like Michelob Ultra. Is it good? Yeah, I mean, for what it is, it's fine. It's not over the moon. I'm not going to sit here and say this is like the best beer I've ever had, but with these Brewmasters beers, they're definitely, as long as they stay 88 cents. And I think I talked about this on the Brewmasters light beer. Is they had a 6-pack of these pint. This is a pint can, a 16-ounce can. My favorite serving, as I always say. It was like $7 or something like that for a 6-pack. So a little over $1 a can, but I can get singles for 88 cents. I can just buy 6 singles and save some money. Oh, weak. Fail. Man. I thought it felt like a good one. Felt like some good pressure. I feel like since I ate, I feel like if I push too hard enough, it's going to be more than just beer that comes up if I try to burp. But, yeah. This is how I feel when it comes to light beers. And lots of people are going to say this, shop by price. Get some, unless you just have an affinity for drink what you like, first of all. But if you really have no qualms about what type of beer, what you're going to get, just shop by price. Milwaukee's Best Light is probably the cheapest light beer you can get. Out of the big three, the Miller is the Milwaukee's Best Light. Coors is going to be Keystone Light. It's a little more expensive. And then right above that, Anheuser-Busch is going to be Natural Light. But these Brewmasters Light, I just say get these. You know, I'd have to, you know, as far as, especially for a pint can, you know, still doesn't beat. And I know I've said this in the past with Miller High Life. When I used to get the 12 pack of pints for $8.99, still the best price. I can't find that here. If I go back to Sedalia to visit my family, my parents, and friends there, I'm probably going to pick up a 12 pack or two on my way back. You know, a lot of my friends here, they like Miller High Life, but they like it in bottles, which that's fine. But man, the price of those cans is amazing. And I wouldn't, it's what kind of started my weight gain, because it's going to be the higher calorie stuff. It's not a light beer. Even Miller High Life Light wasn't low in carbs compared to Milwaukee's Best Light. But anyway, I guess maybe I should just finish this on camera before I end this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you tried this Brewmasters beer, let me know in the comments what you think of it. Ah, there we go. Had to finish it off somehow. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you tried these beers, if you have them in your area. I'd like to see what you think about them. And anyway, I will see you guys later.